Hey there, ladies and gents, Pops here. Welcome to our very first look at Manor Lords. There's a lot of YouTube videos and stuff online about this, but I fancied giving it a go. Not particularly my usual sort of thing. I'd normally be in a farm simulator or a flight simulator, but I do like to try these things out. So we're going to give it a go. We're going to be a complete noob. Please don't anybody take this as anything more than a little bit of fun for what will probably be just a few short episodes. Certainly, maybe don't take this as any sort of official tutorial, but hey, you know, we'll give it a crack and we'll see what happens. So first of all, we need to decide who we are, what we look like, coat of arms and everything. Right, you could spend a whole day just sorting this out, which I'm not going to do. So rather unsurprisingly, I'm going to go with Pops. Now then, do we go with devilishly handsome or the guy that actually looks a little bit more than like I do? Yeah, let's do that. Shield, white rose, simple as that. Yeah, let's go like that. Give Yorkshire a shout out. Continue. Okay, so here's where we make our first main decisions. So scenario number one is just learning how to play the game really, and to build the town of your dreams, get your community up and running without worrying about any outside influence. Same again, except for this time we do have bandits involved, and then we have the turbo nutter version, which I'm not even going to try because I've got no chance. We're going to go middle, we're going to go default. We're going to have a quick look down here and probably just going to leave everything. Yeah, let's just leave everything it is. Okay, let's crack on. Lovely splash screen. Reflections in the water. So here we go. Our very first little settlement. Let's just pause everything while we have a look around. So we've got 5 families, which equates to 10 people in this case. Nobody's assigned to anything. We've got no houses. Very neutral on the whole. How happy we are. Public order's fine. We've got 50 dosh, should we call them? 1 animal, an oxen, and we've got 4 months worth of food with no fuel. We've got some timber, some stone, start with some tools, a bit of food, a bit of firewood, crops, crafting materials, commodities, and military. Over here, our treasury, we're not going to worry too much about this for the very first episode, because we're not going to get anywhere near anything that's going to start influencing this. But what we need to do, let's read that. Yeah, that's what we'll try and do. Okay, let's food and fuel are needed, and a roof above the head, so that's our starting point. Right, okay, got it. Okay, again, we're not going to worry too much about that for the moment. Let's turn this the right way around so we can read what they say. Right, so we are up here. We've got a clay deposit, rich stone, rich iron, berries, and our wild animals. Okay, so just looking at our immediate surroundings, the berries and the food supplies are down here, and then we've got our various iron, stone and whatever. We are here, so all this area here is probably good for getting some logging done, which is what we're going to do first. So where to start? Okay, let's put a couple of roads in. We're going to do something like that. And I think actually what we might do is put in kind of a loop affair like so. Okay. So that's 2 roads in. We've got berries here. We've got wild animals over here. So let's first of all get ourselves a granary and a storehouse so we can get that stuff picked up off the ground. And we will
Summer's coming soon.
Let that run. I want to get those made before we do anything else.
Trying to find a good tree and soft ground.
And then our next priority is going to be wood. Okay. Put a couple of people in there so they start picking up the stuff off the ground.
Soon the beating sun.
And likewise, yeah, we're just going to ignore our neighbour for the moment. Get everything moved. Meantime, let's think about not mining. What would it be? Farming? No. Smithy, clay furnace, malt house, tannery. Okay. Logging camp. Okay, let's get the logging camp in.
Summer's coming soon. And soon,
Saw pit and the woodcutter's lodge we are going to need fairly shortly.
can I stay with his brick?
So look, see, yeah, everybody's finished loading up there, I think. Okay, so for now, we can take all these people back out. And let's start getting some logs in. So food is going to be a big priority as well. So I think we'll get ourselves some.
Time to find a good tree.
No, it's not farming. I really need to learn where these things are forester's hut. I think we can put that down here.
Time to find a good tree. Soft
And we need a hunting camp. Which again we're gonna leave fairly close to the storage area for the moment. So let's put that up. Actually, let's put it down here near the foragers, and then we've got the similar things all together. Okay, let's leave these things to run and get set up. Let's get these up and running because food is going to be our first priority. We'll put someone in there and someone in there. And then next up, I think we'll need to create ourselves a few houses. Yeah, we have homeless people. And we have a lack of what? A lack of food, so we've sort of dealt with that problem. Let's get some houses up and running. Yeah, we know that bit. Let's
Come along, lad.
like so.
Come on.
We're going to need 5 in total for the moment. In fact, we're going to do 6, I think, so that we've gone 1 over. So we'll do another block of 3.
time to find a good tree. Soft
Or possibly a 2 here. And then 1 here.
no oval. Tomorrow, find a new home.
We want to do one with a bigger... Oh. Right, let's just rethink this slightly. Let's go this way. What I actually want here is 1 plot, but a big plot, like so, that will give us a good area for a vegetable patch later on. So we'll plant that in. Okay, let's see what happens. So there we go, that's our first house done. And there's number 2.
Just give me a hammer and something needs to not move.
Underway. Nothing's happening Forester Hut wise yet. There's a little bit happening on the hunting side of things, so that will just start to increase our food slightly. And there we go. We have our first development point. Let's have a look. So first of all, first thing we're going to do is rename our region. Let's just close that. Yeah, Nickelville. Okay, we're not going to do anything at the moment with these, but we are going to be looking at the trade route for our points. But apart from that, at the moment, we're staying away from this development tree, especially in this first time around. Let's just slow her down. New message. Yeah, let's form a militia, but we don't actually do anything with that at the moment. Okay, so food, we've got a bit of meat coming in, no berries. Okay, don't quite understand why, but let's
I wonder who's floating away today. Hasn't stopped since the morning.
see if we can encourage them a bit.
You all know what that means.
You know why? See, this is what happens when you're new to these games.
I wonder who's floating away today. Hasn't stopped.
Forester's hut is what we did. What we need is a forager hut. That'll be technically different. Let's get everybody out of there. Oh, what a mistake of the maker. So I think we've probably got, yeah, all of our houses up and running now. And the forager hut. So let's get some people in there, and that should help our food situation. Right, so another couple of things we want to do early doors. Let's get a woodcutter's lodge set up, so that we are creating firewood. Okay, so get some firewood underway, and we'll need a saw pit in a little while. Right, let's let that build up, and then we'll start to deal with whatever it is we need to make people happy. Right, so our woodcutter's lodge now exists, and we can start making some firewood. Let's put someone in there. That still leaves us with one person spare. So I think at the moment we've got 6 houses, and we've got 5 families. We've got someone in the hunting lodge, someone in the woodcutter's lodge, and then the hunter and forager. So that's our 6. I think the next thing we need to be doing is looking at setting up a marketplace. So we've got our forager, we've got our hunter, we've got our forester for some reason. So saw pit we'll need soon. Yeah, okay. Granary and storehouse we've got. Marketplace. Okay, so we want it near the houses. I don't think we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will do to start off with, I think. Okay. And there goes our first 2 stalls. So let's have a look at a house. Oh, they won't have started yet, but let's put some water down. Well, oh, we've got loads of local water source. We'll put that there. And then once the well is done, that will be one of the requirements of our households taken care of. So the final thing for this very first phase, I think, is going to be industry.
This is heavier than it looks.
We need a tannery because we need clothing to keep the peasants from being revolting. Water's done. Church will be an activity shortly. Food stall. Well, we've got 1 of 2. And then hopefully our berries and our meat will kick in. Fuel stall, again, hopefully our woodcutter will kick in. And clothing is what the tannery is designed to help us with. Yeah. So that's our food stall. Hopefully they will set up a food stall as well. And away we go. Let's get this tannery completed. And we're going to need somebody in there producing clothes. I think for the moment we're going to take that person out, put them in the tannery, and at that point they should set up a clothing store and we will have achieved everything on there other than the church. And we still have our 50 dosh left. Let's just take a look at this one here because I think we need to create a vegetable garden. That's why we made this the bigger plot, because that will give us yet another food supply. And this one also allowed us to put in a second home for another family on the same plot. So we've now got room for 7 families. Got 5 so far. We've got an approval of over 50%, which is the condition you need to achieve in order for people to come and live with you. I think we have our initial setup up and running, so we are going to call it a day for this first episode. Hopefully it wasn't too painful, like I said at the very beginning, and you will now clearly know this is not a tutorial. This is a bit of fun, but hey, we'll crack on for a few episodes
Anywhere else?
and see how it goes. So for the moment, be good, stay safe, and I will see you all again soon.